Hello once again, this is Brother Teacher. Uh, I just want to share something with you that I believe, and I can say that I'm convicted, that is true and very true. I'm a bit saddened today. I am. First of all, this is the 25th of December 2022, and happy holidays to all of you all that are watching this video right now. I'm not here to bring forth some message of gloom and doom. I want to first say that I love all of you all that are watching my video right now. Each and every one of you, irrespective of what your race, color, creed is, or your sexual orientation, or where you come from and your experiences, I love you all. I wanted to preface this video by saying that first. And I want to say enjoy your holiday with your families. Be blessed. Stick together. But as I began to say, I'm a little saddened. I have a question. And I want you to be very, 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 very honest with yourselves. When you die, I'm speaking to the individual, every individual that's watching me right now. When you die, what's next? What happens then? I'm going to ask the question again. All of you all that are under the sound of my voice, when you die, and if you were to die right now, what's next? What happens? Now, if you are agnostic or an atheist, you don't believe in the Creator or God, I still have respect for you. But I'm still asking that question to everyone. When you die, what's next for you? What's next for your family when they pass? And let's face it, we're all going to die one day. It is inevitable. I'm older. I've become waxed in my belief, and I know that I'm not going to be here forever. And it's time for all of us right now, as I'm speaking to you, to take account of yourselves and to look at yourselves and get the big picture and face the realization that we're not going to be here much longer. I believe, as I'm sitting here speaking to you right now in this video, that we don't have 100 years left on this planet. I don't believe that we have 60 more years on this planet. And I'll leave it at that. Albeit I want to say that we have even lesser time. But I want to share some scripture with you, if you would. But before I share the scripture, I want to tell you this. Look at the signs of the times, ladies and gentlemen, and be very honest with yourselves. What's going on in the world, and get out of your own little fish bowl and look. We had a so-called pandemic in the world. It's still going on in China. They have restrictions, they have shutdowns, and they have curfews, and the people are upset. Other countries, to include Japan, and there's other countries that's still following protocols for the pandemic. That's one thing to think about. Still going on. And don't forget that we are a world economy. Okay? World, not just an island upon or unto ourselves. So, people still dealing with the pandemic in several places across this planet. That's number one. Don't forget that there's a war going on in Ukraine, and in a couple months it will be the anniversary of it beginning in February. It will be a year that Russia's continuing to attack that country, killing thousands and hundreds of thousands of civilians, men, women, and children. that war is going on. Don't forget that Israel and Palestine are still at war. Don't forget that we still have a nuclear power called North Korea that's on the verge of possibly doing anything he wants to do at some point in time. Don't forget that China's supposed to be attacking at some point in time or taking over Taiwan. Yes, don't forget that Iran is a potential threat as well. And that's just mentioning some big players, so to speak. We already know about Russia and its attempt to take over this country called Ukraine, right? Do you see what's going on with the disease, the floods across the planet? Have you been paying attention? It's been millions of people's lives lost in the past year, within this year actually. Millions across the planet due to major catastrophes, storms, floods, typhoons, if you will, hurricanes, mudslides. But let me show you where all of this is coming to bear from as well, and that you should take note of what I'm getting ready to read to you. If you have a Bible, this is the Holy Bible, okay, King James Version. The book of Matthew, chapter 24. And I'm going to start here, if you would, if I can borrow you just for a moment. Matthew chapter 24, verse 4 through about 12 or 13. And Jesus, in Hebrew we say Yeshua, Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Just hold that thought. And ye shall hear of wars. You're going to hear of wars and rumors of wars. Are we not having wars on this planet now? Yes. See that ye be not, don't be troubled. For all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. Note that it said the end is not yet. And it says, verse 7, for a nation shall, then say might, say it shall, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence. That's lack of food and disease, and earthquakes in diverse or several places. All these are the beginnings of sorrows. And then it goes on to say, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Hold those thoughts again. I'm going to skip down to verse 12. Verse 12 of Matthew chapter 24 says, and because iniquity, we know iniquity means sin, right? Shall abound, that means be rampant all over the world. Goes on to finish, the love of many shall wax cold, because it's going to be so chaotic on this planet. No rule, no law, based on all of the things that I just read prior to that. All of these things is going on, and our economy is falling. It's not stable. How many trillions of dollars in debt is the United States government? 30 plus trillion, right? In debt. We don't have a stable economy. So, I want you to read that at your leisure. You can read the whole chapter of Matthew chapter 24 if you will. But from 4 to around 12 or 13 again, if you would. What I'm saying to you is this. Pay attention to the writing on the wall. Our world is crumbling. And it's not guaranteed, but you and I, from the baby boomer generation all the way down to the millennials, it's not guaranteed. As much as we would like to be here for another 40, 50 years, it ain't gonna happen. That's not me saying that I'm prophesying. I'm just telling you. Look at what's going on in the world now. Man cannot fix his ills, ladies and gentlemen. Man does not have the power to correct the wrong that he's already done on God's earth. They can have all of the entertainment that they want to disguise what's really going on. They can distract us with all of the latest technology, the newest iPhones, the newest televisions, the newest electric cars that's coming down the pike, all of the AI or the artificial intelligence. They can distract us with that all they want to. But man is not going to be able to stop this world from crumbling, no matter how hard they try. And they are going to try hard. Those people who are in power across this world. That 1%, you know. This was not to throw a monkey wrench in anyone's enjoyment of the holiday. This was not for the purpose of crashing the party, as it were, for some. But there has to come a time when we have to see things the way they really are and not the way we want them to be or imagine them to be. Do you believe, all of you that are listening to me still, do you believe that this planet as we see it today is going to be this way? Or it's going to be stable? With all of the pollution that's in the ocean, the microplastic, if you will, from us dumping trash in the ocean. Don't forget about the oil spills that we've had in the oceans already. They didn't go away. A lot of the sea life is being lost. There's going to be some very, very hard times, and we have already begun. Some of us just don't want to admit it. I'm serious. So now, as I began this video, I wished you a wonderful holiday season with your family. On that same note, I'm going to say this to you. Gird up your loins. And if you notice the scripture that I read, when I got towards the end of that passage that I did read to you, I said, it says, because sin shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Stay close to your family. And if you have any differences, if you have any aught against your neighbor, against your former friends, against your family, if there's anything that separated you and you don't have the love that you once had before, or you never had the love, you need to mend those relationships. Not just simply because of this season, because of this day today that you are celebrating. Mend your broken relationships. And we are all broken. On some level or another, we are all broken. If you want to be whole, start today. Make a phone call. Go visit your loved ones that you haven't talked to in a while. Get off of that ego and go tell somebody that you love them, who you have not told you loved in quite a while. I'm talking about brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, husbands and wives, girlfriends and boyfriends, cousins, uncles, aunts, grandparents. Go Tell your friends, your family, that you love them and that you respect them and that you appreciate them, and ask for forgiveness if that's what it takes. Do it today. Because tomorrow is not promised to any of us. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? It's not promised to any of us. People die every single day. I've lost family members over the past several years. We're leaving here. We need to take control of our lives right now, because we're leaving here. And I say again, I know it's redundant, it's repetitive, but we need to live today as if it were our last day, because you can't say I'm sorry when your loved one has already gone on. It's too late for that, because you're going to have to deal with the guilt thereafter. So love one another and hug one another while you're able to do it today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait until the new year. Do it right now. And as I began this video again, I told you, many of you I don't know. I have many students, family members, and military friends and so forth, and followers here on the internet. I want to tell all of you all who I've never seen in person even, I love you. I sincerely love you all without condition. Even those who are my detractors, even the trolls, I love you as well. Stay safe and love one another. And I'll see you in the next video. This is Brother Teacher, and I'm out.